Hello, my name is Michael Kugler. This is my persuasive speech assignment for Fundamentals to Public Speaking. This is my audience. $3 million. According to the website OSHA.gov, this is the number of recordable injuries in the U.S. reported to OSHA which were not fatal in 2012. There are 3 million people every year that go to work and do not leave it in the same state in which they went therein. I take safety very seriously, whether I'm at work or in my everyday life. At work, I'm responsible for ensuring all of our employees are trained in all our safety policies and a member of our safety action team. I am also a member of the Tri-State Safety Association, who meets monthly on different safety topics, and also holds a yearly seminar. I have been to many other safety seminars and have been 10-hour OSHA certified. So what does that 3 million injuries equate to? The total number of workers is estimated at 130 million according to the OSHA website. This means there's about 2.3% chance you'll be the next statistic if you are not careful. This is a really huge number. Over 8,200 people are injured at work every single day. So how many people were killed in 2012? According to the OSHA website, the number was 4,628 people. This is over 12 people every day that are killed while working on the job. Although it has been decreasing in the past years, this is still far too many injuries and deaths at the workplace. Our true target should be 0, as every one of these injuries was preventable in one way or another. So who's responsible for your safety? Some people might say, why should I care about safety? Isn't this management's responsibility? Others may say they don't really even care about safety. Everyone should care about safety. It is everyone's responsibility to be safe at the workplace. Everyone, whether they are working on the production floor or up in the office, is responsible for their own safety and the safety of others they see doing unsafe acts. You yourself is most responsible for your safety, though. Why would we rely on somebody else to look after our own safety? Although it is nice when others are looking out for your safety, you are inevitably the most responsible for your own safety and the biggest stakeholder in your safety. I know I like to look after other people's safety as well at the workplace. If I see someone doing something unsafe, I will confront them, ask them why they are doing it, and then have them do it the safe way. I think everybody should also do this. If I saw someone doing something unsafe and didn't say anything, I would feel very horrible if they were injured and I could have prevented it. I think most people would also feel this way. What do you think of personal protective equipment, also known as PPE, that you are required to wear? Some people may ask, I don't like wearing my PPE. It's uncomfortable and it doesn't go with my hair. I know much of the PPE I've been required to wear has been comfortable and may not have looked the best. Even safety glasses don't really look good on my oddly shaped head. But is it so uncomfortable or unfashionable that you would risk an injury because of it? I would just like you to know fashion never trumps safety. Unless, of course, you think it's fashionable to lose your vision for not wearing those safety glasses. Or you think it's fashionable for being burned head to toe because you didn't feel it was necessary to wear that fire protective equipment while working on that electrical panel. Maybe you think it's comfortable to sit in a wheelchair for the rest of your life because you didn't think the fall protection equipment felt all that comfortable. Maybe you think it's comfortable to lay in a casket instead of following a simple safety rule. Sure, some of the PPE management heads you wear may not look the best and may be a little uncomfortable, may not be the most comfortable accessory, but in retrospect, it is keeping you safe from the unknown disaster that could be lurking right around the corner. I found a couple quotes on quotegarden.com which I feel really show what safety and disasters are. The first is from a man named Horace, which goes, "Who can hope to be safe, who's sufficiently cautious, guard himself as he may, every moment in ambush." We can't ever let our guard down when it comes to safety. We need to always be vigilant and follow our safety rules put in place. We need to always be cautious of our behavior and know why we're doing something the way we are and ensure it is the safe way to do it. There isn't always a procedure in place for every task, especially those not everyday tasks. We need to take the time to really think about these not everyday tasks at hand and make sure we are doing it the safest way possible. We can't afford to take shortcuts. Although your shortcut may have worked just fine last time and every time before that, it only takes one time for something to happen something to go wrong and you are seriously injured or worse, killed. A proverb I found on quotegarden.com explains this perfectly. Better 1,000 times careful than once dead. So who's ultimately responsible for your own safety? Is it so uncomfortable to wear your PPE you would risk injury? Is it really that unfashionable to wear your PPE? Is it that much easier to take shortcuts than to risk disaster? I know I can't get through to everybody. Some will still have their thoughts and views and just plain will not care. I've worked with these types of people before, and it's inevitable that I'll work with them again in the future. I just ask you to always be vigilant, be looking after yourself and others. There's a reason these safety rules, the PPE, and these operating procedures were put in place to safeguard you from the hazards of the workplace. You never know when disaster may strike. When it does, you should be ready and out of its way. These disasters should be preventable if you are working safely. I would like you to remember, every injury is preventable if you take the proper precautions. This is the time whether you are at work or in everyday life. I hope you will think twice in the future when it comes to safety and make the right choice. Thank you for your time, and as always, stay safe. This is my audience.